Are you ready to transform your life in 2025? Imagine waking up every day with calm, purpose, and the clarity to tackle whatever challenges come your way. The ancient wisdom of Stoicism is more relevant today than ever before, and in this video, we're diving into 50 powerful Stoic principles that can help you master your emotions, build resilience, and achieve a life of true fulfillment in the modern world. In a world filled with distractions, uncertainty, and constant pressure, the Stoics knew how to stay grounded. From Epictetus to Marcus Aurelius, their teachings provide timeless tools for controlling what's in your power and letting go of what's not. Whether it's handling stress, improving your relationships, or making better decisions, Stoicism offers practical, actionable advice that anyone can apply to their life. Join us as we explore 50 Stoic rules that will guide you through 2025 and beyond. Learn how to live with intention, embrace discomfort, and become the best version of yourself. Are you ready to unlock the secrets to a good life? Let's get started. Don't forget to hit subscribe for more life-changing insights from the Stoics. 1. Focus on what you can control. One of the central tenets of Stoic philosophy is distinguishing between what is within our control and what is not. In modern life, especially in 2025, we are bombarded with forces that seem out of our control: rising political tensions, economic instability, the unpredictability of the job market, and even the weather. Social media, constant news cycles, and the opinions of others can make us feel like we're being swept along by forces beyond our reach. But the Stoics remind us, we cannot control the external world, only our response to it. By accepting this reality, you can reclaim your power. Instead of stressing over things like global events, other people's actions, or situations beyond your influence, shift your focus to what you can manage: your own thoughts, emotions, and behavior. In practical terms, this means working on your mindset. You can control how you respond to setbacks. You can choose how to spend your time. You can decide whether to react with anger, or take a more measured approach. By concentrating on these internal elements, you gain a sense of mastery over your own life, regardless of what's happening around you. In 2025, distractions and stress are more pervasive than ever, but focusing on what you can control allows you to navigate challenges with a calm and clear mind, fostering personal growth and resilience in the process. 2. Practice the dichotomy of control. Epictetus, one of the most influential Stoic philosophers, famously said, "Some things are up to us and some things are not." This simple yet profound idea is known as the dichotomy of control, a key Stoic principle that encourages us to distinguish between what we can change and what we must accept. In today's fast-paced, unpredictable world, this mindset is crucial. When faced with a challenge, it's easy to become overwhelmed, frustrated, or even paralyzed by circumstances that seem beyond our control. But the Stoics taught us to ask one fundamental question: what part of this can I control? For instance, if you're facing a difficult work project, you can't control whether your boss will approve your ideas or whether market conditions will shift. What you can control, however, is your effort, your attitude, and your approach to solving problems. If you're dealing with a global crisis or a personal setback, you may not be able to change the outcome, but you can control your emotional response to it and how you prepare yourself for the future. In 2025, as we continue to navigate an ever-changing world, adopting the dichotomy of control allows us to release the stress of trying to control the uncontrollable. By focusing solely on what we can influence, our own actions and attitudes, we free ourselves from unnecessary anxiety and make more thoughtful, intentional decisions. This not only leads to greater peace of mind but also empowers us to take meaningful action in areas where we can make a difference. 3. Cultivate gratitude. One of the most powerful practices in Stoicism is the cultivation of gratitude. The Stoics emphasize the importance of appreciating what we have, instead of constantly longing for what we lack. Marcus Aurelius, for example, often reflected on the fleeting nature of life and the importance of being thankful for each moment. Stoicism teaches that by recognizing the value of our current circumstances, however imperfect, they become more meaningful. In 2025, it's easy to fall into the trap of comparison culture. With social media bombarding us with images of other people's successes, lifestyles, and material possessions, it can be hard not to feel like we're falling behind. We start to focus on what we don't have, which leads to dissatisfaction and discontent. Instead, practice daily gratitude to shift your perspective. Begin by reflecting on the things you already have that bring you joy or fulfillment. This might not always be material wealth, perhaps it's the support of a loved one, the freedom to make choices, or the ability to learn and grow. Gratitude is especially powerful when life doesn't go as planned. During challenging moments, rather than focusing on the negative, ask yourself, what can I be grateful for right now? Cultivating this mindset of appreciation helps you stay grounded, maintain mental clarity, and build resilience against the inevitable ups and downs of life. In 2025, when life feels chaotic or uncertain, gratitude can be the anchor that keeps you steady. 4. Embrace discomfort for growth. One of the most profound Stoic ideas is that growth comes through discomfort. This aligns with the famous quote by Friedrich Nietzsche, "What doesn't kill me makes me stronger." For the Stoics, discomfort was not something to avoid but to actively seek out. They understood that true wisdom and virtue aren't found in ease or comfort, they are cultivated through challenges and adversity. In 2025, a time when many people are seeking quick fixes, comfort, and convenience, embracing discomfort may seem counterintuitive. But Stoicism teaches us that it is only through enduring hardship that we grow stronger and wiser. This could mean deliberately choosing situations that stretch you, whether physically, emotionally, or intellectually. For instance, you might choose to push your physical limits by setting a fitness goal that requires discipline and effort. Or perhaps you take on a new work project that forces you to learn new skills and face professional challenges. In your personal life, it might involve having tough but necessary conversations, addressing conflict in relationships, or confronting uncomfortable truths about yourself. In 2025, as we face an increasingly complex and uncertain world, embracing discomfort can help you build resilience and adaptability. The discomfort you experience today is the foundation for a stronger, more capable version of yourself tomorrow. Rather than running from difficulty, learn to seek it out, because in overcoming challenges, you unlock new levels of personal growth and achievement. 5. Practice self-discipline. Self-discipline is one of the core pillars of Stoic philosophy. For Marcus Aurelius, living a good life meant not being driven by fleeting impulses or momentary desires, but by reason and purpose. The Stoics believed that true freedom comes from controlling one's own actions, not from satisfying every whim that comes along. Self-discipline is about making deliberate choices that align with your long-term goals and values, rather than succumbing to distractions or immediate pleasures. In 2025, self-discipline is more crucial than ever. We live in a world saturated with distractions, social media notifications, endless news cycles, and a constant barrage of entertainment options. These distractions often pull us away from our deeper goals and from focusing on what truly matters. The temptation to procrastinate or give in to instant gratification can undermine our progress. To practice self-discipline, begin by setting clear, purposeful goals. Identify the things that matter most to you, whether they are related to your career, relationships, health, or personal development, and align your daily actions with those goals. Limit distractions like excessive time on social media or aimless web browsing, and instead focus on activities that serve your long-term vision. Practicing self-discipline means saying no to the easy path, and yes to what brings lasting fulfillment and growth. By cultivating self-discipline, you become less reactive to the external world and more proactive in shaping the direction of your own life. 6. Be present in the moment. One of the central teachings of Stoicism is to focus on the present moment. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, frequently reminded himself to confine yourself to the present. This simple but profound advice serves as a reminder that anxiety and stress often arise from either regret over the past or worry about the future, neither of which we can control. The Stoics believed that the present is the only time we truly have power over, and that living mindfully in the moment is key to a calm and rational life. In 2025, this teaching has never been more relevant. Technology, from smartphones to constant notifications, frequently pulls our attention away from the present. Many of us are stuck in a cycle of multitasking, where we're physically present but mentally somewhere else, caught between past regrets and future anxieties. This constant distraction can lead to feelings of dissatisfaction and burnout. To be more present, practice mindfulness throughout your day. This can mean simple acts like taking a moment to really listen when someone is speaking to you, or being fully engaged in the task at hand without checking your phone. When you feel your mind drifting, gently bring your attention back to what's in front of you, whether it's a conversation, a project, or even just your breath. Being present allows you to fully experience life as it unfolds, rather than letting it pass you by in a blur of distractions. It helps reduce stress and anxiety because it grounds you in the reality that is within your control, the now. In 2025, with so much pulling us in different directions, the ability to focus on the present moment will not only improve your productivity and relationships but will also lead to a greater sense of inner peace and fulfillment. 7. Pursue wisdom over material wealth. In Stoic philosophy, true wealth is not measured by the size of your bank account or the possessions you accumulate. Instead, the Stoics taught that lasting happiness comes from cultivating wisdom, virtue, and understanding. While modern society often associates success with material wealth and status symbols, the Stoics remind us that these external markers of success are fleeting and ultimately unsatisfying. In 2025, as we navigate a consumer-driven world, it's easy to become preoccupied with the latest gadgets, clothing, or social trends. Advertisements and influencers bombard us daily, suggesting that our happiness is tied to the next purchase or the next upgrade. But true contentment comes not from the external world, but from within, by developing a clear, virtuous mind and striving for personal growth. In 2025, with the rise of social media, influencer culture, and the pressure to curate a perfect online persona, it's easy to fall into the trap of seeking likes, followers, or public validation. But the Stoic ideal is to act in accordance with virtue, regardless of whether others notice or approve. Focus on what is right, not what is popular. Ask yourself, what truly matters? It's the actions you take that align with your values, not the approval you get for them. By embracing the Stoic mindset, you can free yourself from the chase for fame and praise, instead focusing on the integrity of your actions and cultivating inner peace. 9. Let go of anger. Anger is one of the most destructive emotions in Stoic philosophy. Marcus Aurelius often reminded himself that anger clouds judgment, leads to rash decisions, and wastes time and energy that could be better spent on growth. He famously wrote, "How much time you have wasted, and how much of your life is gone, while you are angry at someone who has wronged you." In the modern world, especially in 2025, anger can be triggered by many things: misunderstandings, social injustices, frustrating situations, or even trivial annoyances. But the Stoics teach us that anger does not change the past and rarely leads to positive outcomes. Instead of holding on to resentment or letting anger dictate your actions, practice letting go. When you feel anger rising, pause and reflect. Ask yourself why you are angry and if it's truly worth your time. Often, anger is a reaction to something beyond our control, so focusing on the things you can change, your thoughts, your responses, and your actions, gives you back your peace of mind. Channel that energy into positive action, whether through calm communication, personal reflection, or constructive efforts to improve the situation. In 2025, letting go of unnecessary anger can bring clarity, better decision-making, and more harmonious relationships, ultimately freeing you from the corrosive effects of bitterness and frustration. 10. Practice empathy and understanding. The Stoics believe that empathy, the ability to understand others' perspectives, is essential for living a virtuous life. Empathy allows us to connect with others on a deeper level and act with kindness and compassion, even when we don't share their experiences or viewpoints. By recognizing the struggles and challenges of others, we can respond with wisdom and care, rather than judgment or indifference. In 2025, the world is more interconnected than ever. Globalization, migration, and cultural exchange have brought people from diverse backgrounds and experiences together. In a world where social, political, and cultural divides seem ever-present, empathy and understanding are crucial for fostering peace, collaboration, and harmony. To practice empathy, listen deeply when others speak and try to understand not just their words, but their feelings and perspectives. Instead of reacting with judgment, try to imagine the world through their eyes. Offer support without judgment, recognizing that everyone has their own challenges, often invisible to the outside world. By cultivating empathy, you not only strengthen your relationships but also deepen your understanding of the human experience. In 2025, as our world continues to evolve and bring us closer together, practicing empathy can help us build a more compassionate, understanding, and virtuous society. 11. Reflect regularly on your actions. Self-reflection is a core practice in Stoicism, offering a way to grow in wisdom and virtue. The Stoics understood that to live a good life, we must regularly examine our actions, thoughts, and decisions. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, made this a daily practice, reflecting on his behaviors, attitudes, and progress toward virtue. For him, this constant self-assessment was essential for personal growth. In 2025, the fast pace of modern life often discourages us from slowing down to reflect. We may rush from one task to the next, constantly distracted by technology, work pressures, or social commitments. But reflection is one of the most effective ways to ensure you are living with intention and alignment to your values. At the end of each day or week, take a moment to pause and ask yourself questions like, did I act in accordance with my values today? What decisions or actions can I improve? Did I contribute positively to those around me? Reflecting in this way helps you stay grounded and aware of your personal growth. It's also an opportunity to acknowledge successes, no matter how small, and reinforce positive habits. Self-reflection builds the habit of learning from both mistakes and triumphs, helping you continuously evolve into a more virtuous person. By integrating this practice into your routine in 2025, you gain clarity and focus, ensuring that each day is a step toward a more intentional, purposeful life. 12. Live according to nature. One of the central principles of Stoic philosophy is the idea of living according to nature. To the Stoics, this meant understanding the natural world and our place within it. Nature is neither inherently good nor bad, it simply is, a force beyond our control that we must accept and live in harmony with. The Stoics believed that if we could align our actions with the natural course of things, we would find peace, resilience, and wisdom. In 2025, this idea of living according to nature is especially relevant as we navigate both the complexities of life and our relationship with the environment. Living in harmony with nature can have several meanings. Acceptance of life's impermanence. The Stoics understood that life is filled with both pleasures and challenges, and neither is permanent. Change is inevitable, whether in personal circumstances, relationships, or external events. By accepting this impermanence and acknowledging that change is a natural part of life, we can learn to let go of resistance and embrace the flow of life with grace. Environmental consciousness. In a world increasingly concerned with environmental sustainability, living according to nature also means understanding our responsibility to the planet. The Stoic ideal of nature includes respect for the natural world. This could mean making intentional choices to reduce waste, live more sustainably, or appreciate the natural beauty around you. Aligning your actions with an awareness of the Earth's cycles, seasons, and resources promotes a deeper sense of connection to the world. Embracing life's natural rhythms, whether it's honoring your natural energy rhythms, taking time for rest, or navigating your life's ups and downs with equanimity, living according to nature involves embracing the natural course of events with a calm and steady mind. The Stoics taught us to recognize that life will bring both joy and hardship, and that both are part of the human experience. Accepting and adapting to these realities without undue resistance is key to maintaining inner peace. In 2025, living in harmony with nature means acknowledging the impermanence of life, respecting the environment, and accepting both the good and the bad with resilience and serenity. By aligning yourself with the natural world, both the external environment and the internal rhythms of your own life, you can navigate challenges with greater tranquility and wisdom. 13. Focus on inner peace, not external validation. In Stoicism, true happiness is not dependent on external circumstances, whether that's wealth, fame, or the approval of others. Instead, it's rooted in inner peace, a state of contentment that comes from aligning your mind and actions with your values and virtues. The Stoics believe that external validation is fleeting and unreliable, and that to live a fulfilled life, you must cultivate peace within yourself, regardless of what's happening around you. In 2025, external validation is more pervasive than ever. Social media, the rise of influencer culture, and societal pressures all amplify the desire for likes, recognition, and admiration. However, the Stoic ideal is to free yourself from this cycle of external approval and instead focus on cultivating your inner peace. This can be achieved by committing to daily practices that foster mindfulness, self-awareness, and calm. You might explore meditation, journaling, or simply taking quiet moments for self-care to center yourself. When you find peace within, you no longer need to rely on the opinions or judgments of others to feel validated. This inner calm allows you to navigate the challenges of 2025 with more grace, purpose, and clarity, because you know that your worth is intrinsic, not contingent on external forces. 14. Practice resilience in the face of adversity. Resilience is a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy. The Stoics understood that life will inevitably bring hardships, whether through illness, loss, failure, or difficult circumstances, but what truly matters is how we respond to these challenges. For the Stoics, the path to wisdom and virtue is not free from suffering but requires us to endure hardships with strength, grace, and wisdom. In 2025, resilience will be more important than ever as we face economic instability, climate crises, and political unrest. These challenges may feel overwhelming, but the Stoics believe that adversity is not an insurmountable obstacle, it is an opportunity for growth. When faced with difficulties, remind yourself that you have the power to choose how to respond. Cultivating resilience means acknowledging the difficulty of a situation, but also recognizing that you have the strength to endure it. This might mean finding solutions when things seem bleak, or maintaining your sense of purpose even when the path is unclear. It might also involve taking small, consistent steps toward improvement, rather than trying to change everything at once. In this way, resilience is not about avoiding pain but about facing it with an open heart and a steady mind. By practicing resilience, you equip yourself with the tools to weather any storm and emerge stronger. The Stoics believe that adversity is a great teacher. If we approach it with the right mindset, we can emerge more virtuous, wiser, and at peace. 15. Recognize the impermanence of life. A key Stoic teaching is the acceptance of impermanence, the understanding that everything in life is temporary. Our relationships, successes, failures, and even our own lives are fleeting. The Stoics believe that by recognizing this, we can live more fully in the present, appreciating what we have without clinging to it, and focusing on what truly matters. In 2025, the world is rapidly changing. From technological advances to shifting cultural norms and global challenges, it's easy to feel like life is in constant flux.